So here you are, worrying again, stressing about something that has not even happened yet. Well, let me tell you something. If you keep on worrying, that thing is not going to get better. I know you're probably in a bad situation. You're maybe in a phase where everything is not the same and yet has not changed how you wanted it to change. But trust me, worrying will only slow you down. Worrying will only slow down the process of you becoming better and of you achieving all your goals that you ever wanted to. So, even though one of my series called the Mindset Shift series is going on right now, but I decided to start another one, which is essentially, actually, I haven't thought of a name yet. It's basically the small messages for everybody who's struggling in their hard times and in the times of adversity. To be honest, I did not script out this video at all. Usually, I do script out videos where I just jot down all the points that I need to talk about and just make sure that I include everything in my videos. But this series, I decided to be very real and I just wanted it to be in the moment kind of video. So yeah, it might feel different from my other videos, but here we go. Just to help people out, because sometimes we really need some real talk, isn't it? If you're somebody who's struggling right now, and by struggle, I don't mean you are in an extremely difficult position, though that is another video to talk about. But here I wanted to address and I wanted to talk to the people who are in the middle of transitioning, because I am in that period too right now where everything has changed, but I have changed, but my situation is still not the way I wanted it to be. And I know it feels so difficult right now because you might have all this ambition, you might have all this potential, but you cannot just use it in the right way, in the right direction. And even if you're using it, you cannot see changes yet. And I know how it feels, because sometimes, even though we believe in ourselves so much, even though we believe in everything so much, those little moments of doubt cannot be kept away for long. And it happens with everybody. If you read about all the successful people of this world, they were also in a time where everything just did not happen to them yet, and it just felt like nothing is changing until everything actually changed. I know this period feels really difficult and stagnant, and all your efforts are going in vain, but I believe that if we have a goal and if Allah Ta'ala has given us a goal, a dream, something that we are working towards, it is not for nothing. Maybe we do not have all the abilities that we need right now. Maybe we just have this vision, and with whatever we have, we are just working towards it. Trust me, it will not go in vain. Because I refuse to believe that if God has given us a vision, if God has given us a goal, He is not going to equip us with the things that we need in order to accomplish that goal. And being an overthinker myself, well, I'm not an overthinker right now, but earlier in my life, I was a chronic overthinker, and I used to analyze everything that could go wrong and everything that could go right. I would say that the things that would go wrong had more part in my thinking, but overthinking, as everybody tells you, does not benefit you at all. And we all know that. If you are somebody who's overthinking, I literally need you to stop. And I know it's not easy to just stop. It's not like you press a button and all your thoughts just vanish away. It will take time, but I promise you it will happen, because it did happen with me. And one of the things that I would like to mention is that worrying and stressing is not going to solve all your problems, actually any of your problems at all, because when we worry, we literally live the pain twice. Like, if you're thinking of a worst case scenario that has not even happened yet, so once you're going to live it in your head, and the next time you're going to live it when it actually happens. Well, I don't want that to happen, but if it does, instead of using all our energy to worry and to stress out, I think it's better to take action. And one of the things that I've noticed about stressing out is that when we stress out a lot, like when we are stressing out so much, our capability, our motivation to take action just drops. I've experienced it too. In the past few days, I'm trying to make videos and I'm trying to do everything that I want to do, but because I was worrying a tad bit too much, I started to actually lose motivation to do things, which is not great, to be honest. So I felt so bad afterwards, because I was like, when did I even start doubting myself? Because I'm not a person who doubts myself, not as in ignoring my shortcomings, but as in believing that I'm not capable. I believe that if I have a vision, I've got a vision, I am very much capable to accomplish it. So if you are somebody who's in the same state, I would literally request you to stop worrying. I know it's not easy to take action when you have no motivation at all, when you don't know where you're going. But if you have a vision, if you have a goal, but you don't know the path, I think that is such a plus point in comparison to not having a vision at all. Because if I know my destination and I know that is the location that I want to reach, but I just don't know how to get there, that is so much better than not knowing a destination at all. So, if you have a vision but you don't know how to get there, you need to be so happy about it because so many people don't know where they're going in life at all. They don't even have a goal, they don't even have a vision. Irrespective of all the talents and potential they may have, if they do not know where they're going, if they do not have the slightest bit of idea about their destination, all this talent and all this potential will literally go in vain because they're not using it. So if you're somebody who is not like that, you need to be so happy about it and you need to be so grateful to God that at least you know your destination. The path will appear when you walk on it, right? And I've mentioned it before. One of the quotes that I absolutely love that I also mentioned in my Impactful Quote series was that God does not call the equipped, He equips the call. And trust me, I have been living by this from that day when I read that quote because it is so beautiful. Like, you might not have all the resources right now. You may not have all the knowledge that you need in order to get there. If God called you to it, He's going to provide you with everything. So stop worrying and start taking action. Do one small task one today. I don't care what that is. Maybe you don't even feel like leaving your room or getting up from your bed. Just get up from your bed. Leave your room for once. Go on a walk. Just do the smallest thing. And I promise you, the smallest thing actually helps us to accomplish next task and the next task and the next task. Because we cannot start feeling confident if we just keep sitting. We start feeling confident after we do things. So this is your sign to actually start taking action. Do the smallest bit. Do whatever feels like a win to you today. It does not matter if it is big or small. If it feels like a win to you, it is definitely a win. It does not matter if nobody else wants to see that or nobody else wants to acknowledge that. That is it for today's video. I hope that you guys learned something from it. I hope that I was able to help you even in the slightest bit. I will continue to upload this series. Till then, stay safe.